So, does anyone know what the state game bird of Georgia is? To be honest, not many people do because we really do not see many of them around anymore. I've been in the woods almost all of my life and I've only come across one, and that was last year. The state game bird of Georgia is the bobwhite quail, which has been in a very steep decline within the past couple of years. You hardly see any left in northeast Georgia at all. I've had gentlemen come in and tell stories of how you could go to any field in northeast Georgia and find two or three coveys of quail easily. And you could basically shoot them, and they were always going to be there. But there's two huge things that have come into play with the decline of the bobwhite quail. One of those being coyote. Coyote are not a native to Georgia at all, and is a huge problem in terms of native wildlife, especially bobwhite quail. Quail tend to nest on the ground, and coyote are always looking for food. And so when they come across a bobwhite quail nest, that they of course would eat the eggs, but also the bobwhite quail. The second big thing that is hurting the quail population in Georgia is fire ants. Again, fire ants are not native to Georgia at all, and not only are they a problem for quail, but also in the commercial sod industry. But in terms of bobwhite quail, as soon as these baby quail hatch from their eggs, the fire ants are right on top of them and basically eat the baby quail alive. And these are the two big things that keep Georgia quail populations down. Another big thing is in terms of habitat for the quail in northeast Georgia. You don't see as much row crop at all anymore, so there's a vast decrease in population and food for these birds compared to the South Georgia, where most of Georgia's quail population is now. So there's three big things in general, which being the coyote, the fire ants, and then the loss of habitat for the Georgia bobwhite quail. The biggest way for us to help this is to eradicate coyote. That's been something that the Georgia government has done, has tried to put to be important in wildlife management. They have been offering bounties on coyote the past couple years for certain parts of the year. On top of that, the fire ants, the biggest way for us to control that would be to either introduce a natural predator to that. A natural predator for the fire ant is actually an armadillo, which they're going to carry leprosy, and we do see those in Georgia. And of course, pesticides, which we do try to not use as much as we can. But in terms of habitat, you can plant food plots and things of that nature for bobwhite quail to try to boost them up if you do have some in the area. Which there again, like I said, I've only ever seen one, and so repopulation of the bobwhite quail in this area would also be crucial into sustaining their actual existence.